You might have come across this video on social media. It features a Boston Dynamics robot, the dog-looking one, being used by the NYPD in public housing. Now, they were called in response to some sort of domestic dispute. They ended up arresting someone. But the point is, people who were in the area and witnessed this robot were pretty terrified for good reason. It is a terrifying looking thing, and seeing it being utilized by police can be incredibly scary. Now, a spokesperson for the New York Police Department said that the robot dog was on standby, but not used. Don't worry, everyone. It wasn't used during this domestic dispute at East 28th Street on Monday afternoon. After a man allegedly barricaded himself inside a room with a mother and her baby, officers showed up and convinced him to let them exit. The man was arrested for weapons possession, police said. So look, this is how it starts, right? They try to sell this kind of technology being used by local police departments by tying it to something that sounds awful. No one wants to defend someone who's involved in a domestic dispute, especially if there's illegal weapons involved. But at what point, Nando, do they start using weaponized drones on American people? Because
I just don't understand. Have these people never seen a movie? Like, the lesson of RoboCop wasn't that the RoboCop is a good thing. The robot goes crazy and starts killing all the executives in the company, and the robot cop was no good. That was the lesson of it. It's like there's this genre of thing that happens these days. Like Elon Musk this week was tweeting about like, hey, we're gonna build a Jurassic Park, aren't we? And it was like, did you guys not watch Jurassic Park? The lesson of that movie is like, don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't build it.
Don't build it. That's the lesson of the movie, because you can't control it. So the robot cop is just not a good thing. Go watch RoboCop. That is the wrong lesson to be taken from that movie. So yeah, this is absolutely terrifying. I mean, beyond, like, it's like what you said. It terrifies people because it's incredibly antisocial. Police should be members of the society. Like they should not be these faceless machines that are just controlling us. Like, hello, hello.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole point of police, is to be, to provide to help with social order, not to, be these faceless automatons who can, God knows what they're gonna do to us.
Right, and so there are two issues that I want to bring up, but there are of course many issues to this. First off, I mean, when you look at what happened in our conflicts abroad after the emergence of weaponized drones, you have more and more civilians dying because essentially like killing someone is, you're in a remote place and you press a button and you do a drone strike, and then when you have civilians dead as a result of that drone strike, it's nothing more than collateral damage. That's literally what the US government referred to dead civilians as, collateral damage, which is just absolutely disgusting. And then there's also a surveillance component to this as well, and a cost component. Those robots cost $75,000 each. So when we're dealing with a situation where Americans are homeless, our resources we keep hearing that our resources are limited. How is it that local police departments can spend $75,000 or $74,000 on each one of these robots? And then there's the surveillance element to it as well, because this mobile dog comes equipped with automated sensors, lights, and cameras capable of collecting limitless data. And again, it's sold for $75,000. And that's clearly a huge problem. And so look, when we see this kind of technology deployed abroad, it later gets used by local police departments. There's a very clear reason why we have militarized police in the United States. And we're already seeing the beginning phases of that with Boston Dynamics selling these products and these robots to local police departments. And it's vicious, it's awful, and I think you're absolutely right, Nando. There's like that antisocial element to it as well that just makes it dangerous. These are police who are supposed to work for us and keep us safe. And honestly, what we're seeing is really the opposite of that.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.